So, I'm standing here with some folks from Interlock, and why don't we start off with you just introducing yourself?
My name is Mark Manning.
Mm-hmm.
I came up with the idea for Interlock as the original hackerspace of Rochester, but it's grown into a bigger thing. Not necessarily just me. We've got Alan as our fearless leader now.
Mm-hmm. Excellent, excellent. And what exactly is your relation with Interlock?
I came up with the idea when I went to a tiny convention in at Think House in Canada. They seemed like a really simple setup, seemed like something that was possible in Rochester, and it seemed like something I could bring back to Rochester. And, talked to Alan, he was working with his organizations, and kind of ran with it together.
Cool. So, just in a few words, what is Interlock?
We build robots. No. No.
Don't build what we do. But
We want to. Well, the hackerspace thing. There's this movement, hackerspaces. Basically, a bunch of people getting together, deciding that they want a physical location to work with each other on various projects. Everything from computer stuff to robots, everything in between. We've got a wide, or in our membership, or at least the people that show up, we have a pretty wide spectrum of activities.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight we saw bookbinding and machine guns. It's pretty much everything. I guess the one thing most of us have in common is some kind of interest with computers or computer security or network security.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, we pretty much are all over the place.
And you are my good friend?
I'm Alan. I'm the president, I guess. The prez, and Mark here is the vice president.
Right on. So, that's your relation to Interlock, obviously, the pres and the vice pres. What sorts of projects are you guys currently working on?
Well, one of my projects is working on some kind of either wireless or simple contact for a door system for the space. We wanted to come up with something either RFID based or something using something called iButtons, so that we're not just handing out keys to everybody. We want to be able to keep track of who can access, who can't access, and removing access certain times. So that's kind of like one of the first projects that I'm working on to once we move into the final space.
Cool, cool. What about you, Al?
I'm working with my wife, Ashley, who's an educator, on software for helping teach people programming. It's very, sort of closely related to what they're doing with LLPC. My focus is on making a JavaScript-based thing so that anybody with a PC can go to this website and they have an environment they can learn in and be tutored in. So it's pretty much what I have going on.
Cool. And I know you guys are pretty new on the block. You just got started, October was the group?
October 11th, yeah.
October 11th, and you guys are officially incorporated now as of, January 1st, right?
Yep.
Great. So now that you guys officially exist and you have a space, what sorts of projects are you looking forward to in the future?
I can't wait for all the different hardware stuff because my background is completely not hardware, so that's the first thing I kind of want to learn, soldering, circuit board. I love all that kind of stuff. So the classes that are going to go on here I think are going to be really cool. And I can't wait for some of the groups to start formulating. Some of their ideas are just so raw, they don't know where to go with them yet, but I think it's all going to come to fruition in February. We do some cool stuff.
Cool. What about you, Al?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I have a software background, so the things that interest me are unsoftware stuff, like making real things. I think it's very cool, and it's we definitely have an inspiring mix of people who can teach us how to do this stuff. We have people who know how to solder. We have people who mess with Arduinos, and we have all these people to teach things and show us things, and they will. And that's really the point of what we're doing here. So expect a lot.
Right on. And roughly right now, how many members would you say you guys have?
We over 30? I think we're right around the cusp of 30. 30 active members, paying members. Yeah. We're all member supported, so we're relying on that stuff.
Absolutely. And where can people go to find out about membership information?
Well, there's our main website, which is kind of the hub for everything else, is InterlockROC.org. It's InterlockROC.org. It's got access to our wiki, contact us. Discussion groups are really active with what's going on. IRC is a way that we're communicating actively. So.
And what channel are you guys in?
It's under debate, but right now we're under /net under Interlock.
Okay, irc/net.net, pound interlock.
Yep, exactly.
And a bunch of us also hang out on Freenode, Interlock on Freenode. We may move to that. I don't know. I guess in the meantime we'll just be in both. So either way, you'll be able to reach somebody.
Right.
Great. Well, guys, you know, I'm looking forward to putting this up on the web, plugging you guys on the innovation site, and letting people know that innovation doesn't just happen at the center. Rochester is a hotbed of it.
That's how it is.
And I'm looking forward to doing some stuff with you guys in the near future, and you will be seeing me and anybody else I can bring from RIT at your lovely meetings here whenever I can.
Fantastic. Awesome.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.